Yargus, Hargus, Fiddly D, this podcast chat is where you be. Welcome, everyone, to number 8 on our podcast. I labeled it 7 or 8 because I didn't remember.
That
I
was
am, I'm Shan here with Boss Man Finn.
hello.
Yo. Anyway, yeah, there we go.
That is. I like the energy, Shan. I like the energy.
Well, we need some form of happiness in this beginning part after what we're about to get into in this one.
You know what? That's fair. All right. Well, I guess we're just gonna jump right into it, aren't we?
I guess so.
Yeah. Um. So I don't know if there's been any updates on this, but
As far as I'm aware, any updates have been proven to be false or unconfirmed, so we're gonna just ignore those.
okay, cool.
And the two main people involved haven't said anything since, for legal reasons, obviously.
Fair enough. Well, you want to just start it off?
I guess I should be the one to start it off, huh?
Yeah, you're the one who informed me about this, so.
Okay. Warning for anyone listening. Trigger warnings, specifically. I'm doing this so people don't get mad. I kind of didn't think about this till just now. There's warnings of, oh, someone else just joined. Hey, new person that just joined the chat. Before I begin talking about this topic, trigger warning, okay? Just so you're aware. There will be mentions of pedophilia, grooming, sexual assault, etc. So have fun with that. Anyways, now that we've got the warning out of the way for this oh-so-fun topic, the reason why this is being brought up is because I don't know if anyone is aware in this server, because they probably don't keep up with this stuff. I'm sure everybody knows who the Minecraft YouTuber Dream is. I mean, how do you not? Well, anyway, about 2 weeks ago by now, probably, maybe a little over a week ago,
I think
he
it was
was
probably 2 weeks.
accused. Yeah, he was accused of grooming someone who, her name was Amanda, and we are here to talk about that type of topic here because that is a very big allegation, and Finn wanted to talk about it. I was fine with talking about it, but yeah, I guess there's not much more to say. For the background, there was this first girl, not Amanda, I don't know her name, but she accused Dream of talking to his fans weirdly. She didn't say anything specifically bad. And people were like, oh, okay, fair enough, Dream is a little parasocial. And then Amanda comes out and she's like, Dream groomed me. This started a whole big issue. Obviously. You know, biggest Minecraft YouTuber. Alleged to be pedo, you know? And of course, since like 90% of people hate Dream just because he's Minecraft YouTuber or popular or because of his past actions, whatever. Nobody looks at any of the updates or the facts about anything so far. They just heard the initial allegation and were like, okay, bad Dream, right? And fair enough, there's a lot of people out there who choose to believe the victim no matter what, unless it is proven completely to be false. I understand that narrative. I personally believe you should stick to being neutral until there's enough evidence either way. It will be easy to say, though, at the very beginning, Amanda's proof of this was pretty good. She had videos of her scrolling through DMs with Dream that were a little sus, but nothing too weird, right? But people believed her anyway. And I can't blame people for that. Since then, Dream came out and said, hey, this isn't cool to accuse me of something like this. I'll be taking legal action. But he hasn't really said much else on that, mainly because, you know, when legal stuff comes in, you can't go around saying stuff willy-nilly. And That's where most people think the story ends, but there's been a lot more developments on that stuff since then. And it's making things a lot more neutral to straight up making Amanda look bad. So, Amanda, after Dream said he was taking legal action, she was like, "You better just admit the truth, Dream, or I'll go to the police," which makes zero sense since Dream is already taking legal action. Also, anyone who questions her, she calls an idiot or some horrible name. And if they are like, "Hey, your proof doesn't exactly make sense at this moment. Can you clarify some things?" She's like, "You're just jealous. Dream found me attractive and not you." And it's like, okay, so you're accusing him of something horrible here, but you're flexing it. That doesn't look good on you. And then her boyfriend shows up and also starts causing issues, making fun of the whole situation and stuff. And then they start talking about how, oh, they have the greatest proof ever. It'll blow everyone's minds. They just need to wait for the next day to see it. That proof never comes. So then people are like, okay, can you prove that this happened by showing us the DMs from Instagram or Snapchat, whatever? And she's like, I can't. Dream deleted all our messages. First off, that's not how Instagram or Snapchat works. You can't delete other people's messages. And she did straight up say that Dream deleted her messages, which makes absolutely zero sense, by the way. But whatever. If this is sounding like I'm against her, I'm just saying a lot of her stuff doesn't make sense. If she does turn out to be telling the truth, good on her, but so much of this doesn't add up. Not to mention, after all that, she decided finally to go to the police. She took a picture of herself at the police station and was like, all right, I gotta go, can't say anything else. And then someone else showed up, I don't remember their name, but they claimed to be friends with Amanda, or at least know her back in school before they graduated. Now, of course, nobody really was like, who knows about that, right? That it can't, there's no proof of that. So this new person is like, oh yeah, you don't believe me? And they straight up posted their yearbook proving that they knew her. And they also said that Amanda has been known to lie about this stuff for attention. So it just doesn't look good for her at all. And then another person who claims to know Amanda, we don't know if this is true or not, at least as far as I'm aware, it might have been confirmed fake or true, I don't know. Another girl showed up who claims to know Amanda as well and said that Amanda straight up stole her story and replaced her story with Dream. Meaning she stole someone else's trauma and stole it for her own narrative. And it's also so interesting that, like, a few days before all this, as soon as Dream did her face reveal, she was in full support of him. So the timing of it being after Dream just revealed his face makes it look so suspicious. Just everything about it makes it look like she's doing it for attention. And of course, people still aren't sure. No one can really be sure. But it just doesn't look good for her. She finally learned to shut up and stop talking, though, which is good if she is telling the truth, because if she is, she's probably going to lose after all that anyway. But obviously, Dream can't say much because he's in the legal stuff. People try to hold that against Dream, like, oh, he's not saying anything. Of course he's guilty. Also, there's a whole new layer to this as well. Finn, if you're about to say something, go ahead.
I was gonna say another thing that was like a big red flag is she was like pressing Keemstar to do a story on it.
Oh yeah. So when it started happening, people were like, "Hey Keemstar, do you plan on reporting on this?" And he said, "No, there's no story here. Why would I?" And she was like, "You have an audience. You should speak for us who have been hurt by him. You should speak for the victims, blah, blah, blah." So he decides, okay, fine, I'll do it. And she's like, "You better tell the truth, Keemstar. You have to tell the truth for those he's hurt." And then after all that, right, they're like, "Why do you want Keemstar to cover this so badly? It seems like you just want attention." She says, "I never wanted Keemstar to cover it, but if he's going to, he has to do it right." What? You straight up told him to cover it. So that's not great. Also, she's been caught about lying on about her age multiple times, so that's not cool. which also leads to the next point I was about to bring up. Even if this story was true, it wouldn't be grooming just because she said she didn't actually lie to Dream about her age, but that she wanted to. And Dream claims that she did lie about her age. And considering all the stuff that she's done and the fact that she lied about it in the past, which you can see on her TikTok and Twitter, it's not grooming. Plus, Dream didn't even like do anything. From the messages that we have seen, he is so uninterested in the conversation. He's just doing it because, he's responding to a fan. So how does he go from like looking like he does not care for 2 years to being like, oh yeah, let's molest a child, you know? So I don't know what to say other than it just really doesn't look good for her, and I feel bad for her if she is telling the truth. Because no one's going to believe her at this point other than people who did not look into the situation. Oh, also, her boyfriend is 18, and based off the timeline, she said that doesn't make sense either, and he would actually be the one who groomed her, so. it makes no sense, but whatever. Anyone who is on Amanda's side, don't come at me. I get it. I do. It just does not look good for her at all right now. And if she is telling the truth, I hope she wins. If she is not, I hope Dream sues her out of existence. Because being accused of something like that, you shouldn't lie about that. At all.
Now then, now we got that out of the way, I want to give my opinion on this.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to say I feel bad. We lost like 4 people listening. I don't blame them, but I feel bad.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Hopefully they come back in a few minutes.
Hopefully.
But anyways, I just wanted to say my opinion is as follows. I think she's a liar, and I think she's doing it for attention. Every single piece of evidence points to that. I don't see any universe in which she's not a liar, and it's not like I'm a big fan of Dream. I don't even watch his videos anymore. But I've just looked at all the evidence, and I'm like, she's just being stupid. She's just being an attention whore, and I can't see it any other way. I mean, I really... And plus, like you said, even if, like... I don't know, there's just... And it's not, like, there's no evidence that he's even done anything. Clearly she lied anyway, so he wouldn't have done anything wrong no matter what happens.
Yeah, because, like, even if he did, like, get not safe for work stuff from her, it wouldn't really be his fault because she lied about her age. He would be fine, at least I'd assume, in terms of the law. You could still find it weird that he did it with a fan all you want. Some people think he's bad just for talking to his fans in general, which I think is dumb because we talk to you guys, but then again, we aren't as big as him, but whatever. I don't know. Hey, Kat, what's going on with Dream? We're talking about the situation on how he was accused of being a groomer and a pedophile and how it makes 0 sense so far.
Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else I really want to say on it. I gave my opinion.
Yeah. Also, forgive me for getting a bit riled up on this one. It's just,
it's so stupid.
It's so stupid. It's such a big thing, a horrible thing to accuse someone of, especially if it's not true. And I don't know. It just really makes me mad.
Yeah. Also, like, it just makes it even scummier if you're just doing it for attention. Like, you're just the worst human being ever if you're doing that.
Yeah. And if it does happen to be true, I'd still be mad because first, Dream would have hurt a lot of people. Second off, because if it was true, Amanda screwed herself so freaking hard. She said so many things that are easily disprovable that Dream could use as proof against her. So even if she is telling the truth, she's screwed up so bad. So yeah, it's just stupid.
Very stupid. This is why I don't have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
Because this.
And I guess it also just kind of strikes a chord with me because of that one person who we were friends with who thought I was a rapist.
Yeah. No,
It's like, bruh.
It's not okay to accuse. Or it's not okay to make any sort of baseless accusation on anyone, especially if it's something terrible.
Exactly. When it comes to something like that, you gotta have good proof for that.
I just.
And what annoys me more about that kind of stuff is because people who accuse stuff like that are lying never really get punished for it.
Yeah.
So if she is lying, I hope Dream ends her career. not not as in a messed up way, just as in like
she gets her ass sued.
Yeah, she gets sued. She has to pay a good amount of money because
I mean,
I could imagine he'd get a pretty good defamation case against her for that one.
Yeah, I mean, you just can't slander people. I feel like people forget that's like against the law.
Yeah.
But you can't slander people. That's first of all morally horrible, and second of all illegal.
Yeah. Although actually, it would be libel since it was written.
It's basically that's
just an unnecessary detail. Ignore me.
That is very unnecessary.
I just wanted to flex my knowledge.
I think most people just use the word slander because it's basically like there are a bunch of words but they all basically go under the category of slander, and that's the most common word used. So
yeah, exactly.
But yeah. Anyways, we can move on from this topic.
Yeah.
I think that'd be best.
We got most of our thoughts out of the way on that one.
Yeah.
My only other thoughts would really be how uncool it is that people are trying to claim Dream's using Techno's death as a way to block himself from it. Even though obviously he had that whole thing with Techno and his dad set up for months, but whatever.
Yeah. And also, they were best friends, but all right.
Exactly.
Anyways.
It's like a enemies to lovers story, except not really.
Rivals to lovers. Well, not
exactly.
Lovers, but
Rivals to best friends.
Yeah, there we go. I didn't realize what I was saying until I said it. That happens too much.
Anyway, point is, whoever's telling the truth, hope you win.
On that note, we're gonna switch to something less, to something more lighthearted.
Yeah, really.
Shane, do you have anything? If not, I can throw in something.
I actually did think of something, although I'm not sure how good of a topic it would be.
What is it?
People applying their feelings to characters as if the characters were a real person. For example,
that's actually a really good topic. I like that one.
Yeah, because just in anime communities, in the Deltarune community, people treat the characters as if they're real people a good amount of times, and I don't get it personally. Like, for example, bro, my brain just brain farted. For example, like Chris in Deltarune. Chris goes by they, them pronouns throughout the whole game. So it's safe to assume that they're non-binary, right? However, if you have a headcanon or an AU or something where they are not non-binary, or you just simply mess up, because that's easy to mess up when it's hard enough with real people, but with a character, it's probably harder. especially since most games you're supposed to project yourself onto the main character. But it's not until the end of the first chapter that it's like, oh, Chris is not meant to be you. Anyway, point is, people get so offended if you mess up, like, misgendering a character or changing their skin color even slightly. And of course, they're backwards about it too. Like, if you were to change a character's skin from white to black, everyone's like, oh, that's fine. But if you switch it from black to white, everyone's like, oh, you racist, you should go die, burn in hell. I feel like this episode is just the Twitter episode.
See, okay, I didn't realize that's what you were talking about. Okay, I thought.
Hey, what were you thinking here?
I was thinking of some like you. I was thinking of you and Yukimura. How like you actually feel for that character. As
Oh,
if they were a
okay.
real
You know,
person.
that's a much more lighthearted topic. Let's go that way.
That's what I would thought. That's why I said, oh yeah, that's a good topic, because I thought you were talking about something like that.
Thinking about people like getting offended on behalf of the characters when it's just a 2D image.
Yeah, no, that's stupid. That's really all I can say is that's stupid.
Yeah, I like your idea on this better.
Yeah, no. But yeah, no, I'm sure there's a lot of, I think most people who get really into any sort of series or game, especially a series, because, you know, you actually hear the character's voice, see their emotions, all of that goodness. I feel like someone that's, I don't know, maybe not, but I feel like most people have at one point, like, thought of a character as a real human being at some point.
Yeah.
Like you with Yukimura. You want to tell that story?
Oh boy, okay.
You can keep it brief if you want.
Yukimura is a character from an anime called Haganai. And to keep it brief, she basically acts like a maid, a servant to the main character for a good amount of the series, just because she likes him, right? And it doesn't get to this point in the anime, but in the manga, after she does all that for him, sticks with him through the whole thing, right? He decides, okay, sure, I'll date you. And then, while he's dating her, he goes after another girl like, I like you instead. And she's like, what the frick is wrong with you? Then he breaks up with Yukimura, and I was so mad, and it just pisses me off because I loved Yukimura. And look, I liked her before all that. But after finding out what the hell happened at the end of the story, I just felt so bad for her. And I went on a big rant when I was talking to Andy about it, about how I wish I could just, like, be plopped into that anime's story and just, like, punch the main character and be like, you're mine now. Because she was so nice. She did everything well. She was dedicated. She wouldn't abandon me, and he abandoned her. I hate how it's actually getting hot in here because I'm getting mad about it again.
That's funny.
Anyway, point is, I like Yukimura as if it was a real person, and the main character just screwing her over made me unreasonably upset.
Yeah, but I find it interesting. It's just strange. I'm not saying it's like weird, but I'm saying it's like strange how like people have the capacity to care about a character so much and to the point as if the character was real. I can't personally.
Well, it was strange for me too because that was like the first time I ever cared that much about a character like that.
Yeah, I have no idea if I have at one point cared for a character so much that it was almost as if they were a real person. The closest thing I can think of is the first time I watched New Game, I completely fell in love with one of the characters. Not like actually, but you know what I mean by that when I say that.
Yeah.
I was so like captivated by the character Hifumi Takimoto, and I just it got to the point where I made a private section to my server where I was just ranting about it for like the entirety of me watching both seasons of the anime, and it was in all caps.
Yeah.
That is the closest I can say to where, at least to my memory, I have bad memory. There might have been other instances, but even then, it's like, even if I haven't gotten like super emotional, I guess, or whatever with the character, there are plenty of characters where I like feel bad for as if they really do exist.
Yeah. I find it funny how you're like, I fell in love with the character, not literally. And then I'm here with Yukimura like, I fell in love with the character. Literally.
Yeah.
I felt so pathetic about it for a few days.
No, it's fine, man. I understand.
I was like, I've hit a new low. I've fallen in love with a 2D image.
Honestly, if I was
And then
still
and then I ranted to Andy about it, and she was like, "Honestly, you're just raising my standards in guys." And I'm like, "Okay."
but
Made me
yeah,
feel a bit better.
honestly, man, if I was still single, I'd also fall in love with the 2D image at this point.
Fair enough.
But
Just poor Yuki. I don't know
yeah,
if I'll ever get over that one.
yeah, but like, I don't know, even something like your reaction to like Malachi dying.
Oh yeah,
That was a genuine reaction, as if they like something bad actually happened. You cried.
yeah. I have no clue why though. I just really liked Malachi.
You did. It was very strange. I guess, but it's easier to understand because, like, if you voice a character, you care about them like 10 times more than if you didn't. I've learned that, at least. I
Yeah,
mean,
fair enough.
I don't think I would care nearly enough about Vengeance Michael, if I didn't voice him. I mean, I still think he was cool because you told me cool stuff about him, but I wouldn't like care so much about him. But I do because I voice him.
Yeah, I get it.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Do you think that's true? If you voice a character, you care 10 times more about them.
I would say so, just because that character's part of you now, in
Yeah,
a way.
yeah, I agree. It is like a part of you.
Like
What?
it's like while I'll refuse to let Pulsar just stop existing. He's coming into vengeance, no matter what.
Even for a 1 minute cameo.
I'll just never let him die. I love him.
Yeah, no, I get you. I mean,
And I probably love him a lot more than most other people. The only exception being Bree, probably.
yeah.
But she loves him in a different way.
Oh. But yeah, no. I mean, I feel you, man. I was absolutely, like, actually heartbroken when last year when you were trying to quit and you said you weren't going to do Vengeance ever again. I was like, Nightmare, no! Because I
Yeah.
felt like a literal part of my heart was being thrown into a garbage can.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, thank God he's back. I did not want to live in a world without Vengeance Nightmare.
Yeah, well, you never will again. At least not for a long time.
Yeah.
I say you never will again just because of how long it's probably going to be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I'm sure at that point I'll feel satisfied. I'll probably still be sad, but it's a lot better than you cutting the series short after, like,
Yeah, because at least, his story's actually finished.
yeah. But yeah, no. Is there any other characters you've ever been sad about not voicing for other than Pulsar, Shane?
Um,
You ever miss voicing Night Trap?
I do, but at the same time, I think about how how much he hurts my voice,
You know what? Fair.
and also like I still voice Springtrap and Vengeance, so it's in a way it's similar, you know, even if it's not the same.
It's not the same character by any means, but
Yeah, but the voice is similar without
yeah.
the effects anyway.
Y'all leave us on a cliffhanger. What kind of cliff? What?
Eh?
What kind of cliffhanger are you talking about? I think we've finished every sentence we've started.
To be fair, sometimes we do start talking and then not finish what we're saying and don't even realize, so maybe we did that.
Maybe. God dang it, I can't hear my mom vacuuming. Hopefully that doesn't pick up. What is going to happen in VA? Wait, never.
Well, that's not really leaving you on a cliffhanger.
We never said what was going to happen. The only thing we said was Pulsar is going to make a cameo at some point. That's about it.
Yeah, because I refuse to let Pulsar die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a character I can't move the head of.
Which one was it?
Quasar.
Yeah, Laser and Lex here also broken because they're from old Vroid. We never talked about that, but unless you're talking about from another podcast, but
well, we couldn't answer that either way because you'd have to wait for the actual episode.
yeah.
The point was to leave you on a cliffhanger. That way people would be like, oh, I must come back for the next one.
Yeah, spoiler free. Even I'm trying to stay mostly spoiler free with Vengeance, other than, you know, the scenes I voice in.
Yeah.
Because at that point, you really can't stay spoiler free.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you know, when I quit, I told you the entire story, so.
Yeah. Although
it is being altered, just so
yeah.
it's not completely the same, so.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, obviously, you know, I'm still going to know all the main plot points, but, you know, I won't know everything, and yeah.
Yeah. So, not leaving, technically, yes, leaving you on a cliffhanger, but, not answering that, because then it'd be spoiling the episodes.
Yeah.
Like, if Vengeance was still canceled, I'd answer it, but it's not, so.
Well, if Vengeance was canceled, I don't think he'd be answering anything in general.
If it was canceled still, I'd be hiding from the world.
Exactly. Thank God that reality is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Life would be a lot more boring.
That's a fact. Well, I technically can't answer what Nightmare's gonna do. He's gonna try to murder some children, I can tell you that.
Yeah, but you can already tell that from the end of 2R.
Exactly.
I need them all to die. I can finally start fixing everything.
He doesn't want to do it, but he's gonna try to do it.
Because he feels like he has to do it.
Exactly. About a fight between Nightmare and Dream. You will see that. It's not gonna be when you think it is.
Are you referring to Uno?
Yes, I am referring to Uno.
Yeah, okay. Wow, we've only been doing this for 35 minutes. usually, at
Wow,
this,
really?
usually at this
Probably
point,
just
it
because
feels
we
like
went.
an hour.
Probably just because we went over that crazy topic at the beginning.
Yeah, fair.
But it does feel like we've been going longer than
Yeah.
that.
Well, since we talked about vengeance, I'm going to talk about my series. I am literally almost done with.
He is on the final scene.
I'm literally have one more shot on one more scene. I'm halfway done animating that. It'll literally take me 10 more minutes when I actually get to maybe 15. I have to render it, and then it's done. It's finally done after 10 freaking months. I think it's 10 months. I think I started in like end of February. That's not okay. No, it's
Remember when you thought it'd be out in like March or something?
remember when I thought it would be out like last year? Because I did. Yeah, no, I had changed the release date many times. It very much changed, and I think after like March hit, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna give any more release dates because I think this thing is gonna take a very long time. And I was right. It took so long. So yeah, no, the official release date is Friday, which is the October 28th Friday. It'll probably be in the afternoon and evening. I have to talk with Bree about
Oh, you're gonna do it Friday instead of Saturday?
because Bree said she's not available Saturdays.
Oh, frick.
So I'm gonna have to do it Friday. I'll have to talk to Bree next time she's online to see when she's available. I mean, I know you're
Maybe
available. I know you're available whenever.
Yeah.
Dash, she's probably gonna be available Friday. She's always available Friday. I know Andy said she's not gonna be able to make it, and she will talk to me when, or not talk to me, but she'll watch it in a call when she has the chance to. But she said it's probably gonna be next week. I was like, God dang it.
Dang.
Yeah, I was nervous like a few days ago, but now I'm excited because I don't know. I I don't know. I'm excited for this series again. I was nervous or worried people were just gonna not really care about it, but you know what? I think people will like it. I'm gonna try to be confident about it because
That is good.
I know for a fact this is by far the best thing I will ever write. This is the best story I've ever written, and probably the biggest upgrade, and like the upgrade from Redemption to Phoenix is nowhere near the upgrade from Phoenix to this, I think. I definitely think Realm of Forgotten will be the best thing I will ever make, and I am very excited to show people what I can do.
Heck yeah, man. Man, I'm gonna have to, I said I was gonna release 3R on a Saturday, but if Brie can't be there on a Saturday, do I still do it on a Saturday?
Well, I feel like that's like, this thing is gonna be like 6 months from now. Things could completely change, and
Yeah, I
when
know.
she's free and all that. So that's something to worry about when it like before the release.
Fair enough. Assuming she isn't grounded, because if she is, then it won't matter.
Yeah, I am stoked. I've never been. I haven't. I'm not never been. But I haven't been this excited to premiere something in so long. I don't know how many of the actual Phoenix episodes I was excited to premiere. I know 5 I was excited to premiere because of the Malachi scene. I don't remember if 6.
Yeah, you were excited to break me.
I don't know about 6. I don't think I was, but that's probably just because I'd been dealing with crap that entire month before that.
Probably.
I know episode 1 of Phoenix I was excited for, and probably episode 2 as well, I think. I don't know about the other ones. Point is, it's been a long time since I've been excited to premiere something. And
Yeah.
especially something I'm confident in the full product of. Because usually I'm only confident in like 1 or 2 scenes. And
Yeah.
I know not every scene's the greatest, and there's some parts where I wish the thing could be better. But I also know I was very limited in my pool of backgrounds that I could use, because really the only things I have for backgrounds that are like work well are inside stuff. Like
Yeah.
like I needed a forest, and I just had to use Lost Forest or whatever, Hidden Forest, whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Um, and like I showed you the other one, the other background that didn't really work well, but it's whatever. I'll try.
about. Is that the one you asked me for help with?
I don't think there was anything background I asked you for help with.
With lighting. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I asked you
I'm
for
probably
help with. I asked you for help with lighting, but it didn't have anything to do with the background.
Gotcha. Okay.
I showed you this. It was a few days ago. It was like, I was talking about how they're, like the inside of Riku's quote unquote house looks fine, but the outside, the map I used for the outside looks not anime looking at all.
Oh, right. I remember. I remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to find in our games. I cannot seem to find it. Where the heck is it? Oh, there's Hanyu. Okay, I sort of. If it's not in the next
I just realized what you meant when you said, "Oh, there's Hanyu."
Hey, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's copy image. This one. Oh wait, that's. Hold on. Let me send it.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you send that to my other account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Clearly doesn't work well, but it was the only thing I could find. Honestly, some of the hardest parts about this episode was just finding things, whether it's finding voice actors, finding people to sing, finding maps that'll work. Honestly, the part that I thought was going to be hardest about creating a new series was the easiest. Making the models. That was the easiest part. Once I learned how to do it, and once I learned how to port, it's just become the most simplest thing ever. The harder part is the things you have to rely on other people for.
Yeah.
But it seems everything is golden. The only thing I need to worry about is I need one more voice actor for a character in episode 3 onwards, and then I'll be golden.
Golden Freddy.
Thank you, Shan. Very cool.
You're welcome.
Yeah. The last scene I'm animating. I thought it was gonna be very randomly placed, because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if you've ever tried to experience. I don't know. Holy crap! My brain is going faster than my voice is. Okay, clearly I haven't experienced this, Shan, because you've only technically made one series. But Shan, it is so hard to make a sad scene when you have known the characters all but like 18 minutes.
Yeah, I could imagine.
But I think I did pretty well. I think I did, for what I did I think I did pretty well.
Well, that's good.
I mainly say that because I didn't remember the voice acting I did for a character being that good, but it sounded painful. And if my own voice made me in pain, I'm hoping it makes everyone else in pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really want people to care about the series. I really want people to get attached to characters. I don't know. I really want people to really like the series more than they've either equal to or more than they liked any of my other series. That is my hope. Even if not many people watch the series, I just want people, the few who do, to really, really enjoy Realm of the Forgotten for what it is, because I have worked my butt off on this thing. More than
Yeah, that's a fact.
way more than I've worked my butt off on Phoenix or Redemption. I mean, just the fact that I've had to come up with a completely original series, make completely original character designs, port them, like, that is so much more work.
Also, yes, he ported them all by himself. I taught him how.
Yes. That is a fact. Also the fact that I had to write 2 songs and get people to sing them. That's...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, this is... So much more work has been put into this than anything I've ever made. By far.
Yep.
So, I really, really hope people will enjoy it and get attached to characters. That is all I ask. Especially, you and whoever else will be at the premieres, Shan.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I will, boss man.
Yeah. What makes me hopeful is I already have, like, fan art from you and Bree and Andy.
Oh, you have from Bree?
Yeah. Look in my server, go to fan art, April 18th.
Hold on, let me get my phone. See, server, fan art.
She was...
Oh, you're right! I forgot about that.
Yeah, she bragged saying she was the first one to ever make Realm of the Forgotten fan
Yeah,
art.
you're right.
But yeah, the fact that I've gotten fan art, you're making a poster right now, I mean, it makes me a lot more confident in that people will enjoy it.
Yeah.
I should probably, after this podcast, I should probably make a community post announcing the release date.
You probably should.
Actually, I should figure out the time first. Never mind. I'm gonna message Bree right now. You can talk while I'm typing.
Glizzy, 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 glizzy.
Oh my god.
So how are your days going? Good? That's good to hear. I know none of you actually said anything. I'm just coming up with stuff, so it's not silent. You want to know a fun fact about life? The average person can store up to 82 glizzies in their stomach before it ruptures. That's cool, right? I totally didn't just make that fact up, by the way. Not at all.
God.
Although I'm pretty sure there is someone who took part in a hot dog eating contest and their stomach did rupture by like 100 or something, so I'm probably not too far off. Did you know that I attempted to cover up Michael's chest because people kept complaining about how it made no sense that he doesn't wear a shirt? Well, I tried to make textures where he was wearing bandages over his chest so that people would stop complaining and I could make a joke out of it, but it just looks stupid.
I have actually never seen a single person complain about Michael being shirtless.
I have.
It's probably a small minority then.
Yeah, it wasn't that many, but It was enough to make me be like, maybe I should change it, but because it really doesn't make sense that he doesn't wear a shirt, I guess. But like, my story reason is that he doesn't like the way it feels when the cloth goes into his stomach hole.
I don't like that. No, no, no. Yeah, I wouldn't wear a shirt either. God. Ugh. That is. I honestly have never cringed at you, Shane. You've heard me. I've never cringed at anything like that before. That is the first time I have ever cringed at something with gore.
Yeah. Well, when I think about it, I've always thought that would be why he wouldn't wear a shirt, but at the same time, I was like, well, people are probably right. He should wear a shirt, but I don't know. It looked stupid when I tried to cover him up at all. I think he's just destined to be shirtless.
Yeah, no, I also would be shirtless if I was Michael. I mean, God, that is I did not want to think about that at all. God.
I mean, I can't imagine it would feel nice, man.
Yeah, no. Shan, Shan, I have known you for like 3 years and 10 months, basically, and I don't think you've ever heard me cringe like that before at something.
I don't think so.
God.
Who knows? Maybe someday in the future I'll figure something out, but it's not happening in Eternal, I can say that. Maybe in Internal, but not Eternal.
Michael wears a Gucci hoodie.
Oh my god.
Michael got the drip. Alright, I'm done.
Speaking of drip, I just drank a lot of water.
Okay.
Remember, kids, stay hydrated.
I need to hydrate after this podcast.
Yeah, you should.
I should.
Hydration's important, Finn.
It is. I try to hydrate a lot. I just, when you're at your, when you're in a call, I was gonna say when you're on a computer. I remember too when I'm at my computer's working. But if I'm in a call, I kind of forget to like basic necessities.
Fair enough. Not the way Phantasm trying to stay hydrated. Yep, that's.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not like that.
Hey, Nightmare, want to see me speed run suicide?
Wait, Phantasm, stop! Doo 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 doo!
I cannot wait to see what stupid April Fool's bullcrap you'll pull this year. Or not this year, but next year, rather.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't have any idea yet, but I'm sure it'll be stupid.
I'm sure it will. I think you've done one every single year I've known you. Yeah, you have. That's crazy. Yeah. Because I've only done it like twice, and I didn't really put...
Look, man, April Fool's is the easiest holiday to make an animation for, because it doesn't have to be high quality at all. Like, Halloween and Christmas, I gotta put some effort into that, right? But, like, April Fool's? It's free real estate.
I was about to ask a dumb question. Someone said in chat, I think Nightmare drinks cave water. I was about to ask if there's water in Nightmare's cave, but then there's literally a shot in 2R with a river in his cave, so dumb question.
There is cave water. I've never thought about if he would even drink water, honestly, but now that you mention that, he probably does drink cave water. He goes up to one of the stalactites where the water's dripping from, and he's like, blah, 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 blah.
Just imagine, like, just the max amount of jitter on his tongue. Blah, 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Oh, it was funny.
Good H2O. Goodbye, water bottle. I need another. That would be pretty funny.
I don't think...
I doubt anyone would put in the time or effort to draw that, though. Well, maybe Bree would, because she'd probably find it funny. But other than her, I doubt anyone would.
Yeah, fair enough. Man. I sometimes forget that not a single character in Vengeance has like any like necessary needs. Like they're either dead or they're immortal. So like
Yeah.
none of them have any bodily needs.
The only one who possibly could would be Michael, but even if he did, he would it would all just fall out of his stomach hole.
Yeah. Fair enough. If Nightmare ate one of Dorm's crystal, what would happen? He'd probably fucking
He'd die.
Yeah. He would die. He would just perish.
Yeah. Or at the very least, he'd want to die, because it would hurt. I mean, if him stubbing his toe on one hurt that bad, could you imagine if he ate one? His stomach would he'd probably feel like he got stomach cancer, stage 4.
It would probably be like drinking freaking cyanide. Or like, I don't even know. Just drinking straight like uranium.
Yeah.
Crystal mare. Is that like the crystal onyx?
The crystal onyx. Do you think that's a special texture in Pixelmon? It would make sense.
Probably. God. There's so many variations of Nightmare. There's
Weedmare. That's the most recent.
What was Weedmare again? I don't remember.
The Nightmare on the serotonin stream.
Oh, right, yeah. There's obviously White Mare. Young Nightmare. There's, Did we come up with the name for, like, the Halloween Nightmare? Like...
Vampmare.
Yeah, Vampmare.
That's the model file's name, anyway.
Gotcha. Chadmare from the Christmas collab.
Yeah, Chadmare. Whitemare. Did you already mention that?
Yeah, it was one of the first ones I mentioned.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you did or not.
I know there's more. I'm just trying to think of it. I mean, I guess Gigantamax Nightmare.
Yeah, there's Gigantamax Nightmare.
There's definitely more. I just can't think of it.
Yeah.
Oh, Papermare, obviously.
Papermare. How could we forget
How could we
Papermare?
forget? That's literally a file. Yeah. That's probably the one I was forgetting. Papermare. Gosh. Papermare was a beautiful specimen. Even if he only lasted for one episode.
Yeah. Which it's a good thing he only lasted one episode, but...
Yeah. Although if you used him in 5, it wouldn't matter because you're redoing it anyway.
That is true.
It's weird. The 3 episodes you're redoing all have a different version of Nightmare. 3 has Endy, 4 has Papermare, and 5 has, the current version of Nightmare.
Yeah. Yeah. They also have a different voice for Chris in each one. Well, actually, 5 just doesn't have.
5 just doesn't have Chris' voice.
The trailer did, but
I would have had a
not the
different
actual
voice.
episode.
I mean, Four didn't have Chris either.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It was just, yeah.
Why did I think he had a voice in 4? It's probably just because Fredbear shows up. I forgot.
Yeah, no, just Fredbear. No Chris.
Yeah.
Four had, like, I think... Actually, no. 5 had the least voices. Although it would have had a lot more. Well, at least 2 more. If it had been finalized.
Yeah.
Because if 4 doesn't have that many voices either. But then I realized... It's not that it doesn't have that many voices. It has a good few voices. It's just that most of the characters that... Other than Phantasm and Nightmare talk for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Because, like...
I mean, hey,
Springtrap and Chara.
episode 1 will have the least voices, because it'll just be Nightmare, Dream, and not Phantasm. Nightmare, Dream, and Genesis. And Phantasm shows up at the end for, like, 2 minutes.
Yeah. That'll definitely be the least voices.
Yeah.
I'm sure 6 and 7 will have definitely the most voices by far.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The finale will also have a lot of voices. But...
Oh, yeah. That would have pretty much everyone's voice.
Yeah, plus 3 more.
Yeah, plus 3. Please tell me there's a simp mare. That's just regular Nightmare.
Yeah, that's just regular Nightmare.
Hypothetically, Simptasm.
I mean... He simps for Liz.
Not yet.
What do you mean, not yet?
I mean, I guess technically. It's just you don't ever see it.
Yeah.
You would see it more in different episodes, but not in any of these.
Yeah. But I feel like it's... I mean... For most people who've tuned into our streams for the past, like, 2 years, they would know.
Yeah, but to be fair, most people who've tuned into our streams probably don't know we even exist anymore. Anymore?
The new version of Nightmare, Anymare.
Anymare.
That's all the Nightmare versions combined. Anymare. That's funny.
That was stupid.
Oh man, I love how your original idea for Vengeance was Nightmare is just this serious character. He's like basically Satan, and now like fast forward like 4 years after you had that idea, he is just a funny man, master of jokes, master of memes.
Yeah, man.
His nickname's literally Chadmare. Like,
I threw out Satan Mare so quickly for a reason. It was boring.
Yeah. It's basically near impossible.
Into the Nightmare verse.
It's basically impossible to make a character who's just evil to be evil. Like, anything, really. I would know Redemption Necrosis.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what about Aslan? But he's not evil to be evil. He's just got a very...
I mean, even
reasoning for it.
Even like Nova's like the definition of like evil, but he has like reasons and he's cool. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people would. Well, actually, even a lot of people did like him, even though he was like barely shown. And so yeah, I mean, you can't just make a character evil to be evil and expect people to like, hey, you got to give him like a good reason to be evil, and then people will start liking it.
Yeah.
That's what I struggled with Hitori. I was trying to think of something that would... I was trying to think of a way to make him, like, a good reason without making it just generic, like, revenge plot, which has been done, like, 500 times with Aslan and Nova and even even AZ. Like, I don't know. I made it a revenge plot, but I layered it to be a little more different than just so and so betrayed me. I'm gonna ruin your life now. I tried to layer it a bit more than that because I'm sure people are tired of seeing that. And maybe not everyone will understand the second layer to it, but I try to make it somewhat abundantly clear, and I think it's episode 3. Episode 3 and 4 of Realm of Front, and I'll just say right now, both of them start with, like, the whole backstory to Akira and Hitori, because I wanted to make sure people know as soon as possible what happened, because it's not like some big mystery like Phantasm's identity, but I also didn't want to throw it in like in the first like 2 episodes either, because you gotta care about them first, at least a little bit, to want to know what happened.
Yeah. Plus, then there's still some mystery, even if it's just for a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if it's not that important of a mystery.
Yeah. And plus, there are plenty of other big mysteries throughout Realm of Realm that happen later on. So, I'm not really ruining anything by showing them in like episode 3 and 4, because there are way bigger mysteries to be solved, and that'll be fun.
Mystery Incorporated.
Ah, yes.
That's just us with all our stuff.
Yeah. Man. I remember when it was so weird that I could actually, like, talk about Sammy because he revealed it in 2R.
Yeah. Man, can you imagine if I didn't? Because that wasn't originally the plan, remember? Can you imagine if I didn't reveal that? You'd still have to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, weren't you planning to reveal it in, like, the finale or something? Or no, it was in 6.
No, it was going to be in 6. So,
yeah.
Literally the next episode, but... And it was supposed to be the episode before, originally.
Dude, if you waited till freaking 6, dude, I would have to keep my mouth shut for another, like, 3 years, dude. I would be in so much pain. I would have leaked it to the freaking public eventually. Even with my restraint.
To be fair, if I didn't reveal it in 2R and everything happened the way it did now, as to where like I would have quit for a while and stuff, I'm sure after I quit I probably would have been like, just say whatever, man, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, uh-oh, did I die? Why am I not hearing anything?
Nah, you're good, my friend. Alright, well, I think we should wrap this up.
Alrighty. Speaking of wrapping up, I'm almost done with the poster.
Yo. Alright. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Or listening, rather. Watching if you're watching on YouTube.
Yeah?
If you are listening to this on YouTube, make sure to like the video, and, if you want to, leave a comment down below, and yeah.
Make sure to subscribe. Only 0.2% of our viewers are actually subscribed. I don't know. I don't know what our thing is, but it's probably not very good. I had to throw in that meme.
Fair enough.
Anyway, see ya.
Bye.